Exodus chapter 24, verses 3 to 8. To seal the covenant, Moses poured out the sacrificial blood, half on the altar, half on the people. When Moses came to the people and related all these words and ordinances of the Lord, they all answered with one voice, "We will do everything that the Lord has told us." Moses then wrote down all the words of the Lord, and, rising early the next day, he erected at the foot of the mountain an altar, and 12 pillars for the 12 tribes of Israel. Then, having sent certain young men of the Israelites to offer holocaust and sacrifice young bulls as peace offerings to the Lord, Moses took half of the blood and put it in large bowls. The other half he splashed on the altar. Taking the book of the covenant, he read it aloud to the people, who answered, "All that the Lord has said we will do." Then he took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, saying, "This is the blood of the covenant which the Lord has made with you in accordance with all these words of his." Have you ever wondered why animals were sacrificed in the Old Testament? Sure, they were an offering to God, but the tradition is also rich in symbolism. In the Old Testament, God accepted the death of animals as a substitute for the debt of the sinner. The animal blood was a symbol that a life had been given for the price of sin. Because the animal's life was given, the sinner had been ransomed. The debt owed for their sins had been paid. Blood also served as a symbol of the new life given to the sinner. I am sure you can see that this procedure was a prefigurement of what Jesus would do on Calvary. Why did Moses sprinkle the blood on the altar and the people? Sprinkling blood on the altar symbolized the animal died on the people's behalf, and in so doing, their friendship with God was restored. Sprinkling blood on the people showed that the penalty for their sin, their ransom, had been paid. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus makes this concept clear when he says, "And he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, 'Drink of it, all of you. For this is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins.'" As Jesus gave up his blood on the altar of the cross, he became the perfect, obedient, sacrificial lamb, slain for a sin debt that no one else could pay, and in so doing became the perfect mediator who could restore our friendship with the Father.